Hello and welcome back. In this lesson, we're going to explore AWS Identity and Access Management, or IAM. Before jumping into a hands-on demonstration, let's first understand why IAM is essential and why it's important to set up an IAM user instead of using the root account. IAM is what controls who can access AWS resources and what actions they're allowed to perform. Instead of relying on a single master account for everything, IAM allows us to create individual users, each with specific permissions to ensure they only have access to what they actually need. When an AWS account is first created, it starts with something called the root user account. This account has unrestricted access to all AWS services, including billing and security settings. While that might seem convenient, using the root account for everyday tasks is a huge security risk. If the credentials are ever compromised, someone could gain full control over the entire AWS environment. In Section 7 of this course, we will go into IAM in greater detail. For now, let's just focus on ensuring we are properly secured as we continue in our learning. The best practice is to securely store the root account credentials and create an IAM user with administrative privileges. That's exactly what we'll be doing now. Creating an IAM user. Let's go step by step to create an IAM user that we'll use for the rest of this course. 1. Access the IAM dashboard. Log in to the AWS Management Console. In the search bar, type IAM and select it from the results to open the IAM dashboard. On the left-hand menu, click on Users. This is where IAM users are managed. 2. Adding a new IAM user. Click the Add User button. Enter a username. You can use any name that makes sense. Check the box for AWS Management Console access to allow this user to log in. Choose whether to set a custom password or let AWS generate one automatically. 3. Assigning permissions. IAM permissions are managed through policies, which define what a user can and cannot do. Select Attach existing policies directly. In the search bar, type Administrator Access and select it. This policy grants full control over AWS services, but in real-world scenarios, it's always best to follow the principle of least privilege, meaning users should only have the permissions they need. We'll explore this in more detail in Section 7. 4. Review and create the user. Double-check the username and assign permissions. Click Create User to finalize the process. 5. Secure the credentials. AWS will now provide a sign-in link, the username, and a temporary password. It's crucial to store these credentials securely, as they'll be needed for first-time login. Logging in as the new IAM user. Now that we've created the IAM user, let's log in to confirm everything is set up correctly. Open a new browser window and paste the AWS sign-in link from the previous step. Enter the username. Copy and paste the temporary password, then click Sign In. Since this is the first time logging in, AWS will prompt for a password change. Enter a new, strong password, confirm it, and click Confirm. Once logged in, the username displayed in the AWS console. This confirms that we are now using the IAM user for AWS operations instead of the root account. What's next? From now on, this IAM user will be used throughout the course, and the root account should be kept secure and only used for essential administrative tasks. In the next lesson, we'll take a detailed tour of the AWS Management Console so we can get comfortable with navigating AWS and locating the services we'll be working with. And later in Section 7, we'll dive deeper into IAM topics like roles, policies, and security best practices. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you in the next lesson.